Okay, hello. Sarn here. Gonna go over the new fitness levels, right? The ones that will determine whether or not you're eligible for the competitors course, right? I guess what I want to say first is that with those levels, our plan is not to exclude people, right? We try to be very reasonable with this, but obviously that's a level that shows that you have either done a lot of sports before or you've done CrossFit for a long time. We just want to make it very, very fair for everyone to participate in this course, right? Once they have a certain level. You see there those 6 fitness levels from 1 to 6 corresponding to your points that you would score, right? So if you, let's say, can't hold an overhead squat with the broomstick or without proper form for less than 15 seconds, your score would still be 1. So a score will be your lowest score, 6 will be your highest score. There's 4 domains: mobility, gymnastics, weightlifting, and conditioning. 4 tests in the mobility, gymnastics, and weightlifting. 6 tests in the conditioning. Those are all the open workouts. Those were 5 workouts, but 6 tests, really. So we kept it that way. Just going over this, really, you've seen the requirements. You need to have a total score of 16 for the mobility, gymnastics, and weightlifting domain, and a score of 22, a total score of 22. None of those tests can be skipped, so you need to have done all in order to be eligible. You cannot skip one. So let's go over this. Mobility, for instance, just to kind of give you an example. I'm just going to give you one example really here. Mobility, so let's say I can hold the overhead squat with the broomstick in proper form for 1 minute and 15 seconds. That'll give me a score of 5. Then the double kettlebell overhead hold with 2 24 kilo kettlebells. Let's say I can do this for 1 minute, which gives me a score of 4. Probably can do about 20 pistols a minute, which gives me another score of 4. So total now is 13. You just add this up. And then I can do press and clean just with the broomstick, right? Gives me a score of 3, which still gives me a total score of 16. So I'm eligible to participate in the competitors course, but I've definitely identified a weakness, right? I definitely should work on either my mobility in terms of overhead mobility, right? The thoracic spine, or maybe even the squat, my ankle mobility in order to improve my press and clean. And that's really important, right? That the mobility stuff that we work on this in order to stay injury free. I could do the same now with the gymnastics and weightlifting, but we're always looking for those 3 domains. We're looking for a score of 16 and higher to be eligible. This doesn't mean that you need to have a score of 4 or higher for each test, right? It could be 2 5s and 2 3s, could even be 2 6s and 2 2s, but then that's definitely shows either a few like really great strengths and a few glaring weaknesses, right? And that's all. There's nothing wrong with it. Just we'll just learn. The conditioning part there, what we've done is to look at beyond the whiteboard, and there's the percentile, right? And we took the scores from there. So you see level 6, that's always going to correspond to the 90th percentile. You can see this on Beyond the Whiteboard as well. The level 5 will correspond to the 80th percentile. Level 4 will be the 65th percentile. And level 3 will be the 50th percentile. Level 1 and 2 are the scaled versions of the open workouts, and they correspond to, I believe, the 75th and the 50th percentile. So you can see this there. You need a total score of 22 in the conditioning. So you don't have to even have 4 in each. You could have less in a few, right? Yeah, like we said, or like we wrote in the email, we'll retest those things, let's say 3 times a year, every 4 months. We'll retest and give you the chance to then either make the competitors course or solidify your spot in the competitors course. So yeah, thank you very much, and see you soon.